May your leaps be bold, your missteps enlightening, and your detours unexpectedly scenic. Every pivot is proof of your resilience, every new chapter a testament to your growth. Embrace the unknown. That's where the best stories begin. So after 6 years, we are leaving the Pacific Northwest because apparently I have a habit of romanticizing new beginnings and refuse to learn my lesson. But this time is different. This time I got a plan. Sort of a plan. Kinda? Living in the Pacific Northwest is the closest I've ever come to living in nature while still having access to modern comforts. Remember, I'm from the city. It's been a place of contradictions, solitude and community, beauty and hardship, peace and struggle. Now, as I prepare to leave, I feel excitement and fear at the same time. Leaving a place is always a mix of excitement and existential dread. On one hand, new adventures. On the other hand, the overwhelming fear that I'm stepping into the unknown again, that I'm repeating a cycle of isolation, that I'm romanticizing change when what I actually need is stability. Oh hey, self-awareness, I didn't see you there. How you doing? But instead of dealing with that existential crisis in a healthy way, I'll be doing what I do best, making a YouTube video about it. Because if you say something out loud in a semi-sarcastic tone, it becomes much less terrifying. And that's just science. But unlike my past moves where I was convinced that finding myself was just one road trip away, this time, I'm not searching for some grand revelation. I know who I am now, mostly. I hope. Look, at the very least, I'm past the phase of denial and assuming I got life figured out. We didn't set out to move to the Pacific Northwest originally. We wanted to leave New York City. We wanted to live simply, closer to nature, and in a place where we could explore our woo-woo side a little bit more openly. We considered a few other places, but after visiting the Oregon coast, I heard the calling. This was the place. At first, it was everything we expected. Open-minded people, conversations that started with, "What are your pronouns?" and "What is your moon sign?" The kind of weird that we were looking for. What we didn't expect were the adjustments that we'd have to make within ourselves. Like living on the farm, where we assumed things would be organized, intentional, tidy. Instead, we were constantly cleaning up, wondering if we were the weirdos for wanting some order. Raising quail, thinking that they were these protective, cute creatures, only to learn that they would eat their weak. In both cases, nature didn't coddle. Nature adapted. Or our first impression of Portland, where one of the first shops we encountered was called Psychic Sister, a vintage clothing and psychic shop that felt like a direct invitation to this new city. It felt less like a store and more like a cosmic welcome sign, as if the universe itself was saying that, yeah, you two belong here. Even as an intuitive myself, I've never been the type to openly lead with that. But here, people just were. No disclaimers, no nervous laughter, no preemptive, "I know this sounds weird," but they talked about energy shifts and past lives the way that most people talk about the weather. And honestly, it was refreshing. No eye rolls, no awkward subject changes, just full-bodied acceptance. That level of openness was impressive. More importantly, it forced me to confront something. Maybe the only person still judging me was me.
I really appreciate that. Thank you so much for doing that.
And let's not forget about Honey, who has no idea what's coming. One day, she's living her best life, sniffing her P-mails in the Pacific Northwest, and the next, she's on an 18-hour flight, probably questioning every life choice she ever made. Same girl, same. So what's next? Well, after the mild to moderate existential dread wears off, I got some ideas. I want to build something sustainable for myself, whether that's through YouTube, a business, or finally figuring out what people mean when they say multiple income streams without sounding too much like a finance bro. Sujay's got her feng shui consultation business, and she's gonna take that on the road. In the meantime, I'm embracing the chaos, or at least trying to. Moving is weird. Change is weird. So why am I leaving? Because it's time. Because staying would mean choosing comfort over growth. Because my life has been a series of unexpected detours already, and honestly, what's one more? And yes, there's fear. Fear that I'll feel lost. Fear of starting over. Fear that I'll have another existential crisis at an inconvenient moment, like in the middle of the subway trying to figure out where the hell I actually am. But there's also excitement. Because with every move, every change, there's a chance for something unexpected and beautiful. And if nothing else, at least it'll make for a good story. So here's the new beginning, to old lessons and to embracing the chaos. If you're also in a transition period, just know, no one actually knows what they're doing. We're all just making it up as we go along. And that's kind of the beauty of it. If you're going through a transition right now, let me know in the comments. How you doing? You holding up okay? Thanks for watching. See you next time.